Hello, this is Getting Real with Hillary, and I am trying something new. I am outside. That is not a background. So, this is my grand opening. So, we have launched gettingrealwithhillary.com, and I am moving my blog, Creating Life Out Here, to my website platform. So, we're experimenting with that so that everything's in one place. And in honor of that, I am going to do the 5 steps to creating a life you love. And as usual, I will use myself as the guinea pig. So, what I have been doing, step 1, share. Share what you've never said. So, this weekend I shared that I felt like I felt how crazy, I shared how crazy I felt. And so by sharing that, someone told me that I don't actually have to live that way. And I could see by sharing it that something that I was doing was causing that. And in the process, this woman said that every time I said crazy, insane, or I added weird, because I say that a lot, I need to pay her $1. And that was yesterday. And I have seen since then how many times I want to say that. So step 1 is sharing. Step 2, which is sort of the same thing, is saying what you don't think you can say. So the first step opened me up to being aware of what I say and how I have structured my life. Step 2 is saying what I don't think I should say, which by not saying it had me feeling like I was crazy. So I don't know if this will make sense, but I was not making rules for myself. I wasn't telling my kids, hey, this is, they've been staying with me. This is my place. You need to clean up after yourself. You need to be quiet if I've gone to bed. Like I wasn't saying that. And then I was being victimized by, their not being considerate and then feeling like I was going crazy because I would explode. So that kind of construct didn't work for me. It didn't work for them. But by sharing it, I got aware of it. By sharing it and by saying what I didn't think I could say, made me aware of it. And so then step 3 was, which is sort of the same. So maybe there's only 2 steps. I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go along. Step 3 was my brother called me because my mother's come home and maybe we haven't been as careful social distancing and she's 90. And I just freaked out on him and felt like, well, I freaked out on him really because of stuff that I hadn't said in the past. And he was really just calling up to have a conversation. And first I was angry. And then when I really got I was in touch with my sadness about how this has all gone and how I never thought it would end up this way with my ex living there and then having to kick him out and all sorts of stuff. So I guess step 3 is, I should write these down, but step 3 is, well, it really is the same too. Sharing and saying what you don't think you could say. So, but by doing that, saying what can't be said, and then 3 is, I guess it's more sharing. But I wasn't sharing. I was really venting. I wasn't even venting. I was being real. How about that? Getting real. That's the name of my website, Getting Real with Hillary. So I was getting real, and I was just letting out all the anger that I have felt, even though it was from the past and it was an interpretation of how I felt I had been treated, even though maybe it wasn't the way they meant to be treating me, it was my story, and by saying it, I could get free. So that was called Getting Real. Number 4, I would say, was getting in touch with what was underneath the anger, which was sadness. And then step 5 was I got to appreciate what he was trying to do, and that created affinity, and I could release my anger and the perceived injustice. It wasn't even real, it was just how I felt. But by getting it all out, I could then get in touch with, I could be present, I could appreciate, I could have gratitude, I could then create something new in terms of relationship with my siblings, with my children, by speaking up and making some rules, and and also with myself, because I can create the life I want. And there's some things that I feel might be in the way, like speaking up, like, letting go of being good and pretending and being pleasant all the time. I certainly wasn't pleasant today, but it was very freeing. So, letting go of the constructs that I have wound up being, and not making them wrong, but just accepting them, that, you know, this is how my life has been up to now. But going forward, I can create what I want. And I have been. I've been speaking up and saying this is what I'm afraid of, and this is what I want. So being able to, again, share that and ask for what I want. So those are my steps. I'm going to call it 5 steps, even though it might be 7, but that's okay. Who's counting? So anyway, let me see if I can see you. Nope, still can't see you. So I don't know if this is too dark when I go look at it, but I'm going to try to do it because I think the sky is really cool and the water is awesome. And this is called Getting Real with Hillary, so I can do what I want. So don't forget to check out the new website, gettingrealwithhillary.com. And if you haven't read my book, you'll certainly see where I didn't speak up there either. But there's hope. If there's hope for me, there's hope for you. So Getting Real, signing off. Welcome to the new world, creating what you want. And if there's something you want, but you haven't been able to have it for whatever reason, don't forget to the genie, tap on the genie on my website and summon the genie, and we can work through that literally in 1 hour. We can create freedom. So don't forget to do that. I'm happy to get in touch with you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.